Hello, today I will defend my report 5 and 6. Now starting with assignment, as we can see, it is given assignment. It's multi-server server PT PTU 192, 196, 1 and 254. So it's everything is connected with the switch. And we are started to pinging the server with all clients. As you can see, it's sent 4 and received 16, so it's 0% of loss. After that, we are starting to generate web traffic. So we are started to generating web traffic. As we can see, it's in the HTTP client. It's the icon of message. So after that, we are generated FTP traffic. So it's in the FTP client. It is also icon like a message. After that, we are started to creating DNS traffic. So it's the near the DNS, as we can see, it's brown message icon. After that, email traffic created. There is an email client that also near is message icon. After that, we generated traffic for all clients. As you can see, traffic's every way it's generated. It's also, we can see the simulation panel. Switch on the simulation after one time. As you can see, it's switch. As you can see, every message icons is near the switch. After we do the switching 6 times, so it's changed dramatically. There is our HTTP, just for the HTTP. And there is a simulation panel. As we can see, it's TCP everyone, and it's one HTTP. So after that, we started to checking our response. There is a information in the PDU information at device HTTP client. It's data variable length, source port, destination port, sequence number, acknowledgement number, and etc. After sending it again, we can see it is changed. The window changed. Urgent port stays the same. Flag stays the same. So acknowledgement number changed to 103, and also source and destination port. Source and destination ports changed. As we can see, there is a 1025 and 80, but there is 80 and 1025. There is our with this one, our work with packet tracer has been finished. So there is a questions like, which transport layer features is used to establish a connection-oriented session? So there is a topic 14.50. So TCP uses three-way handshake. UDP does not use this feature. The three-way handshake ensures there is a connectivity between the source and destination device before transmission occurs. Topic 14.4.0, there are 3 ranges of TCP and UDP ports. The well-known range of port number is from 0 to 1023. As you can see, it's correct. What is a socket? Socket is the combination of a source IP address and port number, or a destination IP address and port number. How does a network server manage requests from multiple clients for different services? So, like, each service provided by a server, such as email or file transfers, uses a specific port number. The source port number of a service request identifies the client that is requesting services. The destination port number identifies the specific services. Servers do not use address information to provide service. Routers and switches use addressing information to move traffic through the network. So 14.60, what happens if a part of an FTP message is not delivered to the destination? So the part of the FTP message that was lost will be resended. What type of applications are best suited for using UDP? So it is the applications that are sensitive to delay. Network congestion has resulted in the source learning of the loss of TCP segments that were sent to the destination. What is one way that the TCP protocol addresses this? So it's the source address. So source decreases the amount of data that it transmits before it receives an acknowledgement from the destination. Which two operations are provided by TCP but not by UDP? Is the retransmitting any acknowledged data and also acknowledging received data. So there is our second part. It's another assignment 6. And this layer of the OC is concerned with the protocols that is exchange data between programs running and host. So its application. MKV, GIF, and JPEG standard are associated with which OCI layer. So it's presentation layer. These three OCI layers define the same function as the TCP/IP model application layer. So it's application, presentation, and session layers. Which two are protocols that belong in the OCI application layer? So it's DNS and SMTP. This is a function of the OCI session layer. It's exchange of information to initiate dialogue between peers. So there is a question, true or false? The peer-to-peer networking model requires the implementation of a dedicated server for that access. It's false. It's not required a dedicated server for that access. In a peer-to-peer network environment, every peer can function both a client and a server. It's true. Which peer-to-peer application allows users to share pieces of many files with each other at the same time? So it's BitTorrent. Which of the following is a feature of the Gnutella protocol? So it is users can share whole files with other users. This message type is used when uploading data files to a web server, so it is POST. This protocol is used by a web browser to establish a connection to web server. It's HTTP. This protocol is used by a client to send email to a mail servers, so it's SMTP protocol. Which is a feature of IMAP? It downloads a copy of a mail message leaving the original on the server. True or false? HTTP is a secure protocol. It's false. HTTP is not a secure protocol. On a home network, which device is most likely to provide dynamic IPv4 addressing to clients on the home network? So it is a home network, or it's a home router. What part of the URL HTTP Cisco represents the top level DNS domain? So it's .com. As you can see, the top level domain is .com. The file name is index. So part of the domain name is Cisco, and the part of the server name is 3W World Wide Web. Protocol is HTTP. What are the two characteristics of the application layer of the TCP/IP model? It's closest to the end user, the creation and maintenance of dialogue between source and destination application. What message types is used by an HTTP client to request data from a web server? It's GET. GET message to request data from the web server. Which protocol can be used to transfer message from an email server to an email client? It's POP3. Which application layer protocol is used to provide file sharing and print services to Microsoft application? It's a Microsoft Networks by using a version of SMB called Samba. Which three protocols or standards are used at the application layer of the TCP/IP model? It's MPEG, GIF, and HTTP. Why is DHCP for IPv4 preferred for use on a large network? It's a more efficient way to manage IPv4 addresses than static address assignment is. An author is uploading one character document from a personal computer to a file server of a book publisher. What role is the personal computer assuming in this file model? So it's the client. Which statement is true about FTP? The client can download data from or upload data to the server. A wireless host needs to request an IPv4 address. What protocol will be used to process request? It's DHCP. Which TCP/IP model layer is closest to the end user? It's application layer. When retrieving email messages, which protocol allows for easy centralized storage and backup of email that would be desirable for a small to medium-sized business? It's IMAP. Which protocol uses encryption? It's HTTPS. HTTPS uses secure socket layer to encrypt traffic access from a web server. Which two tasks can be performed by a local DNS server? It's mapping name to IP address for internal hosts, forwarding name resolution request between the servers. It's two of them because as we said, DHCP provides IP addressing information to local devices. A file transfers protocols such as FTP and SFTP or TFTP provides file sharing services. IMAP or POP can be used to retrieve an email message from a server. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.